What's crazy is on the flip side of this, savings in America also hit an all-time high last year, right?
That's true. Yeah. Great point.
So
Great point.
I think there's a certain um, segment of people that had extraordinary circumstances. Probably those people that had kids and they had to like homeschool, for example. And then so would they not have gotten unemployment too, though, Kane?
Yeah, I think so.
So there was some fat unemployment last year. And if you were able to get the unemployment and it was close to your salary, you see where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's where I don't. There's probably some stuff I just don't understand, or maybe some of these people didn't get unemployment. But from what I knew of people last year, people were actually getting a lot of people are getting more money than they were making from
Right on.
unemployment,
Yeah.
and a lot of times that was two people in a household. So I don't know. I'm
It's
sure there's
true
like,
because there were the
but
the additional there were the additional stimulus payments too, right? So if you're getting close to 50, then those would have bumped you up. I forget how much now, but 55, close to 60. I don't know.
yeah, see, I don't. I'm sure the extra stimulus payments didn't help a whole lot. But like if you lost your job, there was a period of time when the unemployment was pretty stacked. Um, and even now you're looking at with the child care credits, like something mathematically doesn't add up because you saw savings accounts go way up. You saw a lot of retail sales boom. Where's all the money coming from? Um, there's pictures online, Kane, of there's lines out of like Chanel and Nordstrom, and people are just selling out of shit. I do think there were some people here who got in a situation where COVID really screwed them up and they lost their life savings. I also feel there's another segment of people that were really irresponsible with their money last year. Um, I think we can tell that by what happened with retail sales. Then wasn't the someone at LVMH the richest person in the world at one point or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
last year?
yeah. Founder. Yeah.
The founder, like there's a lot of money spent on shit. You couldn't find nice cars. Bikes were sold out. I'm talking two, three, $4,000 bikes sold out.
Right.
Four wheelers sold out. Jet skis, shit. That stuff still sold out this year, by the way. So, Kane, that's not all billionaires buying that shit. They already had those toys.
There's a billionaire somewhere with like millions of bicycles.
Yeah, they bought off all the bikes, asshole.
Yeah.
Um, fucking Bill Gates probably, right? Buying up all the farmland and all the bikes. Kids can't have bikes no more. Fuck you. So who's buying all this shit, Kane? It's
Yeah.
I've never seen so many like RVs were sold out last year. They're partly sold out this year. Or I would see an RV that had a trailer on the back of it, and the trailer was full of like dirt bikes and four wheelers, all brand new shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we spent a lot of money, man, and that just wasn't all upper middle class. The upper middle class can't completely drain the RV inventory
Yeah.
across the whole fucking country. Boats the same way, dude.
Yeah.
Um, we went on a spending spree, and I'm sure there was some people with kids and they had to stay home and the homeschooling and it fucked them up without a doubt. I just do. I don't have to believe it. I've seen it with people I know. There's a lot of people that just managed their money poorly last year, and instead of like using that unemployment and extra money to get themselves in a better position, they went to the mall
Yeah.
and they just bought shit, and here we are. It sucks because when you're at that level, and I talk about that because that's where I come from, growing up, and my father working in a steel factory. Talk about almost every episode because it's a lasting mark on me. When you're at that level, trying to save any money is impossible.
Yeah.
It takes a long time. Save $100 a month. Like you put a couple grand a year away. It takes a long time when you're working at that low level to save any kind of money. So if you blew through your savings, it's going to be a long goddamn time before you ever get it back. The good news is, with the worker shortage, there should be no reason to not go out and make the fucking money right now.
Yeah. Great point.
If you got to get a second job, you get a second job. I remember when my parents were together. My father worked at the steel factory during the day, and then my mom worked the night shifts. There's so many things I feel like we used to do as a society to try to give ourselves a better life. And working overtime, working. I saw someone on my Instagram, and they posted this is they posted a picture of like a tired face, and it's like it says I worked my fourth straight double, and I'm like, fucking good for you. Like, there's no set rules to providing for yourself. There's no set. If you got kids, if you got to work 7 days a week, 24 hours, you fucking do that. You take care of those kids, and you take care of yourself. And I was like, holy shit, someone's got work ethic still. And I'm not all about this. You shouldn't have to work more than 40. Dude, you got to do whatever you got to do to put food in your mouth and take care of your fucking family, man. I would never let someone in my fucking family starve because I was too tired.
Yeah, strong point.
So, I don't know. I look at, maybe they did blow through their entire savings, but with the money that can be made right now, if you actually want to work, there's some good opportunities out there. It may not be glamorous work or work you want to do, but it's sure in the hell paying a lot better than it was last year.
Yeah. No, you make a great point, James, because the instinct when you see a headline like this typically is to think like, oh, something happened, but you really do sometimes have to take a step back and go, there was a lot of money sloshing around last year, and you think about the economy today and the conditions. I mean, even if you did, and I definitely empathize with anybody who lost their savings because of like healthcare or something like that. But there's opportunity to get it all back. There's absolutely opportunity to get it all back.
I'm sure the bottom 20% hurt the most, and the other 80% of people did okay. Let's also remember, Kane, unemployment wasn't at 50% for 12 months. There was a 2-month period when shit was really bad.
Yeah.
And then people kind of went back to work. So, 90% of the population kept their job. So it's like, we started doing the math on this, and it's like, well, who really got hurt? My guess is probably people that had kids and they either couldn't afford to send their kids to daycare, they couldn't do their job from home, they couldn't work from home. There's a lot of scenarios here. Maybe they are a caretaker. I don't know all the scenarios. These people probably got hurt. But if they got unemployment, see, Ken, if you're making $100,000 a year and your lifestyle's $100,000 a year, and then you had to homeschool, but you couldn't do your job from home, so you lost your job, and your unemployment was only giving you 50. Now that makes sense.
Yeah,
because you were making 100, and now you're only getting 50. So that's where I start. If you run the math, Kane, this is where I have trouble. Like, fuck the article. I start running math on shit.
Yeah,
that makes sense. And so it's like, okay. But if you were making $42,000 a year and you lost your job and you got the unemployment, it was what, an extra $600 a week there for a while?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that was $2,400, and then unemployment's at least $1,300 in Michigan. So that's 24, that's 34, that's 37. And over the course of a year, that's 40-something thousand.
Yeah. Yep.
Plus other stimulus. And it's like, so then why did you get screwed up?
That's a great point. Yep.
There's a lot of stories of other people who, there was 2 people in a household and one wasn't even working, but they ended up getting unemployment somehow, right? So now all of a sudden, the household got this second phantom income from unemployment. There was a lot of people that got a lot of money last year. I do think there's some people that got hurt though too.
Yeah. It goes to that recurring theme we've talked about a lot, which is situations like COVID and these kind of dramatic changes affect the people that can't really afford to take it more than those who can, and I think that's what we're seeing here, or at least a portion of it.
Yeah, I think what you're seeing right now too is on the small business side. The PPP loans, you had to blow that money. When I say blow, I say blow because they forced you either had to pay it back or you had to spend it. It was fucking Brewster's Millions up in here. You had to go spend that money. Yeah. And you had to spend it on shit that they put the categories in. So that money's gone. PPP round 1 and round 2, that money's gone. Or you're paying it back. It's mostly gone. And I think a lot of places burnt through small businesses. They have, 30 days, 45 days of working capital on hand usually.
Yeah.
That money's gone. PPP's gone. Now you're starting to see a lot more small businesses close. Everyone thought it was just going to instantly happen overnight. It never happens overnight. It's just like creeping erosion, and then shit just starts to fall off. Well, now you're starting to see more small businesses close because their capital reserves are gone. It's incredibly difficult to get money from banks. You can talk about SBA all you want. Talk to anyone that tried to get one. It's a super pain in the ass. There's no room right now. All the small businesses, they're light on cash unless they're doing well. Because just like the average, just 20% of the U.S. households, they burn through all their capital reserves too.
Yeah.
So if there's anything else bad happens, there's no wiggle room. They're just screwed. So yeah, it sucks. I hope we don't. There's so many signs that say we're due for a major recession because of all the issues in the world, from inflation to supply chain issues to the labor force, energy. But you hope it doesn't happen because these 20% of people haven't had a chance to get their fucking savings stack back up yet.
Right.
And man, let's hope we go a little while so people can get some of their emergency cash saved back up.
Good point. Yeah.
Because if we go back in the tank again anytime soon, it's going to be hell for a lot of people.
So true.
Not good. I don't know. That's all I got for this one. I'd be curious to hear some more people's stories.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't get unemployment, and that would really trip you up, right? If you didn't have unemployment. But if you were at that time when they were doing the bonus and if you're making 38, 40K a year and you're getting unemployment, then what happened?
Right.
Like, that's where I knew people that there were like multiple people in a household that they just weren't even working. They were just collecting the money, but their life didn't improve, King. Now, are their closets full of more shit? Yes. Do they have some new toys? Yes. Does any of those people, I'm talking about people I know, did they use any of that money to do anything better for their life? Fuck no. They're in the same situation they were before COVID now, complaining about the same things. They just got a few more things in the closet, and it's like, I don't know. Can't help people that don't want to help themselves.
So true.
That's all I got.